What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gen. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can complete your activities on the Metis Testnet, and I'm going to provide you some extra alpha that I haven't seen announced anywhere else. So stay tuned and let's get into it. But before we do, just remember, nothing I say here is financial advice. You've got to do your own research. And if you want extra coaching, guidance, and support, we have a membership group called the Web3 Secret Society. You can check it out in the description below. Now, about a couple days ago, or maybe a day ago, I actually streamed myself farming the Metis Testnet live. I wanted to show you how it actually is versus having a sort of pre-polished video. Trying out that format, I know many of you liked it because you got to ask a bunch of questions, but let's be honest here, that thing was a complete flop because we had a ton of RPC issues, and this is also the first time that I was going through it. So this time, we're going to do a much more streamlined video where I cover everything in depth. And this is exactly what I said I would do. In fact, we got comments from Patterson Ellen saying that they couldn't watch this. Make sure you have a proper video and not doing something on the fly. Well, the whole thing was this was planned that way. So the one thing I will say here is this is my YouTube channel. I'm here trying to support people, and I'm trying out different types of content. So if you don't like the type of content that I do, hey, I'm sure there are other people that you can go ahead and watch. I'm trying to make content that sort of will help everyone else. And, I had no problem with the video I made because even in that video, if they watch it the whole way through, which they said they didn't, I said I would do a summary video capturing the key highlights. And that's what this is right here. So as a quick reminder, Metis is a sort of next generation permissionless layer 2 network that will sort of, power decentralized applications. It has all the things we want in a network. It's secure, it's fast, it's cheap gas, on-chain storage, simple to integrate, and it's very scalable infrastructure, right? These are all the buzzwords you say. Now, I already said to you guys that when we did the testnet, we had a bunch of issues. But I'm going to walk you through sort of how you can move forward on this, and also something else you can do to really pad your chances of maximizing your airdrop. So we are currently in season 1 of community testing. It's still live. There are 2 seasons. Season 2 is coming soon. So we have to make sure we do this very soon. In terms of timelines, I'll talk about that in a second. The first thing you want to do is at the top right of your screen, you want to connect your wallet. When you connect your wallet, I pick MetaMask here. I don't use Rabby Wallet on a ton of these airdrop test nets because usually they're not supported yet. So I click MetaMask. Once I do that, I have Metis token, but ignore that for now because I've already done all this. When I click on this, you'll see here, it has chain 137. That's because I'm connected to Polygon. I'm showing this to you because if this is your first time here, you wouldn't have the Andromeda chain on. What you have to do is whatever chain you're on, click on this. You'll see the Metis Sepolia network, which is also called Andromeda. You click on that and it will pop up to actually change the wallet address. So I'm just going to show you, this is exactly what you see, right? In this case, if you don't have Andromeda already on, it would ask you to add this to your MetaMask, which you can go ahead and do. Once you've done that, now you're on the right chain. Now that we're on the right chain, our goal here in the campaign is to maximize our XP. Maximizing our XP will apparently have a sort of direct correlation to the size of your reward. And thankfully for them, they have provided us with ways for us to improve our XP. The first is to claim test tokens, right? By doing so, you get 500 XP points. This uses Telegram. And one thing I will say is once you hit the claim button, it'll open up your Telegram link and everything like that. Depending on when you get it, it may take up to half a day to a full day. When I asked for these tokens, I asked for it on the 25th of January at 5 p.m. and they got back to me at 5:48 January 26th saying the request was in progress and the tokens were successfully sent to the wallet. One thing else that you should know here is once you've requested it once, you are unable to get any more testnet tokens right here through this method. And the faucet that's built into another protocol is currently not working. So the only other way to do it, if you want to spend the time, is to create another Telegram account, get them to send it to that wallet, and then obviously forward it from that wallet to the wallet you're using to farm. So that's an option. Once you've done this, it'll go white and you'll have gotten 500 XP. The next thing, right? So the next thing over here is to go to Tasis. And with Tasis, you have three things you want to do, and you can gain 1,200 points, 300 points for swapping, 400 points for a long or short position with leverage, 500 points for TLP liquidity. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to open it here on another screen, and we'll swap some tokens. So the first thing I will do is I'm going to go to, it'll open here with long, short, and swap. I'll go to swap here. I'll swap 0.05 Metis for USDC. You want to make sure the available liquidity will match that, whatever you're swapping. Depending on when you're doing it, when I first did it on the testnet, the available liquidity was $10 and I was trying a swap for 15. It didn't work. So I'm going to do this here and it's going to do the swap. We'll make the conversion over here and I will just approve it. I just got to log into my hardware wallet and approve this transaction. So might as well do the alpha drop right here. Something you should know is even after you've collected enough points, just doing more transactions will continue to add those points. Not the same amount by any means. So now that we've approved it, we'll do the swap. Yeah, so while it will not add the 300 or whatever 400 points for swapping, let's just take a look. It said 300. Once the swap is like actually confirmed and happens, you'll actually get the credit in the form of additional points. Now, one thing that could go wrong sometimes, you see here, it took a couple times for that swap to happen, is the network is absolute trash right now. This is why they're doing a test net. They want to fix all the bugs. So depending on when you use it, your transactions may not go through. You may have to try them multiple times. Sometimes the entire RPC will go down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, an hour. The way you know that is when you go up here and you see here we got 3819 XP. We refresh it here. You saw how the XP went up, 3,984. That's because the swap went in. If the RPC is down, it won't even show the number of Metis token. It'll say undefined network. That's how you know it's not working. I just want you guys to know that. But here, right here, I just gave you some alpha that no one is telling you. I have read a ton of threads on Twitter about this when I've tried to do this for the first time. They're all basic copy and paste and they just tell you what this is here. Not one of them tells you that you can do more transactions to up your XP. And if you want to really like hit it out of the park, because, you know, Midas is probably the one that most people struggle with. If you're watching this video, you're probably like, I still haven't got the 1,000 points. Well, you can just go back here and swap back and forth and easily gain those points as well. So that's what you should be doing while you wait for the Midas thing to work out. And you see two swaps happen at once. I'm just going to swap it back here. You see insufficient liquidity. Why? Because somebody just went through and now there's only $4.84 in liquidity. This is why you have to watch and make sure you understand exactly how much is available. Because if the liquidity is too low, you're unable to do the swap. So you have to be paying attention to that. The next thing here is to go long. Once again, going long also has liquidity. In this case, it's $4.87. And you need to go long. Where was it? If we go back to this, for Tasis, you have to open a long or short position with leverage. So let's just try 0.02. And let's try leverage like, what is it? 5. Min order 10. So the problem here is I need to have a sort of min order of $10. So let's go 0.04. Sorry. 0.012. The problem is right now I can't do it. because the available liquidity is too low. If all you have to do for this to go long or short is literally just wait. Let's go to short and see if that's available. Available liquidity is way higher. So now what I will do is I will go 0.12. And because I can short Metis because the available liquidity is there, I'll hit short. We'll do it this way. I hope what I'm saying sort of makes sense. Like, this is literally, like, I don't want to say the biggest pain, but there was a lot of learnings that had to happen for me to be able to be here shooting this video with you guys. It's not as easy as you would first think. So you see here now it's opening. Once it's done opening, I'm literally going to hit close right away because I don't want to lose my Metis token. Remember, right now, in order to like pad my account back up, the only way I can do it is through the testnet tokens. The faucet's down, and Telegram won't give me any more. Maybe they'll give me more for season 2, but I may have to open another Telegram account just to get more tokens. I'm going to refresh this because sometimes this thing is kind of slow. We'll see what's going on. All right, so it's open. Our net value is here. We're going to hit close. We'll hit max because the goal here, once again, we just wanted to get the transaction. We're paying a very small gas fee of, I think it was like 8 cents right there. And now that we've closed, I'm going to go back and refresh this here. Great. So we'll go here and we see here the trades were done. Perfect. So if you did all that correctly, we've done swap and we've opened a short position with leverage, right? The leverage was there. I believe it was 2x. Yeah, it was a 2x leverage. Now we want to add liquidity. So add LP liquidity. What we do is we go to liquidity and we will literally just buy, like, let's just buy like $3 worth of liquidity. So why is it saying this? Buy with Metis. Okay. Well, we're going to try this right now and see if this works. Cancel. So I'm going to go to enter an amount 0.4, 0.5. Okay. Yeah. So this right now is where the RPC went down. Once again, like, this is exactly what I said could happen. This is why we are very patient here. When it's up, all you got to do here is come in here, put in an amount. I'm going to try refreshing it and see if it works. We'll put in $3. There we go. It's back up. We'll put in 3 USDC to buy some TLP, right? This is why, like I say, this will not be the regular testnet experience that you've had, because you've probably had ones in, more better functioning, more load bearing. So now we've bought some TLP. Now that we've done that, there's no need to stake this anywhere. All you got to do is having the TLP tokens is enough. We added it. Great. We got this. Let's go to staking page and just check this out. They don't have it on here. Yeah, this is not working. All right, great. So basically doing that, you've gotten all 3. All right. So this should be completed. It may take a little bit of time depending on what happened. Let's just refresh here and see if I got any more points. You see, 4,659. I've gotten like 700 points or 800 points just starting this video, and I didn't do anything brand new. The next thing is to go to Netswap. Here you want to swap tokens and provide LP. So let's do that. So swap tokens, provide LP. So we go here. We'll go to swap first. Now what we'll do here is we'll go and I believe it's only, okay, so we'll pick USDC and see if that works. If there's anything in here, no. We'll just pick Metis. And once again, obviously there might be a little bit of a struggle just because it depends on how much liquidity is available. We will go over here and make sure we're on the right network. We are. So we'll just refresh the page and hopefully this sort of gives us more of an insight. As you can see, the token amounts are loading. And what that means is basically once it's sort of loaded, remember the server is not doing too well. You just have to pick Metis and Net and just transfer a very small amount. I would just transfer 0.01. And you see here, it is so out of touch. It says 0.01 Metis is $482. And there's insufficient liquidity. So try this over here. Once again, this is an issue with the server. I wouldn't worry about it because this will get resolved. You just got to come back here and try it. See, look, right now, it came back right away. So it's 0.001, 01 like that. All right. See, like I said, it's literally like just a matter of patience. We sit here, we attempt it, perfect. And now I'm going to hit approve. Transaction submitted, perfect. We made the swap. So that was the first half. The other half is to get LP. Once again, to do that, you need to go to pool. So we went to trade and then pool. I just want to sort of zoom in for you guys. So trade and pool. And then over here, you want to create a pool and you want to create one with Metis and you want to create it with the net token. Where are you? Here we go. So we'll max the net token out and it will take the equivalent amount of the Metis token. We hit approve. We approve the taking from our wallet. Sometimes it gets annoying when you have to do that on these test nets for everything, but this really does simulate like the average experience. We'll wait for this to be finished and then we will hit supply. It's crazy because like this could go back down at any second and then, you know, I would just have to sort of ad lib and tell you like what would happen, but we'll see. Okay, now we'll hit supply, confirm supply, and we approve that transaction. I hope you guys are seeing how like literally easy this is. It looks more complicated than it is. All right, so now we did that. We go trade pool. I wonder if you can see our pool in here yet. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Okay, whatever. We added liquidity, and also you'll know as a confirmation when you come back here and these things are white. Okay, so that's the first three. The next one is Hummus. Once again, swap and provide LP. Feels like we're doing this over and over again. So we go in here and now we want to find the app. So we top right, launch app. So now we're app.hummus and we just have to find once this thing loads again, right? So you want to make sure you're always on the right address. It's connected to MetaMask. We'll now look over here. We got USDC and USDT. Maybe we can swap here. Last time I had some issues because you had to swap Metis. And that was the only one that worked. So we got 0.01, 0.01 like that. Okay. So I'll just swap some 0.001 Metis for m.USDC. If all else fails, use Metis as the thing in your swap. For some reason, it prefers that. And a lot of the other tokens don't have liquidity. So you'd have like a ton of issues. We'll hit approve. Cool. Transaction submitted. So that's half of it done. The next one is pool. So I already sort of put something into a pool earlier. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to, how do I destroy this? Here we go. Quad crypto. I'll withdraw from this. So ignore this for 1 second. I just want my tokens back. I'm just removing the liquidity because you don't need to do it after you've done it, right? We'll hit approve. I just want some more tokens on my account for obvious reasons. Okay, now that that's done, what we can do is we can do a main pool, a weighted pool, or an alt pool. Let's try a main pool if this loads. The quad pool is more complicated. And the reason I say that is like, sometimes it can be a pain because you need all 4 of the tokens to be approved. So that's 4 transactions. Then it has to go through and then you have to hope the RPC doesn't like crap out on you. It doesn't seem to be working right now. Yeah. So if it's not working, we'll just go back and we'll do try stable. Okay. Maybe we'll try that one. So we'll hit deposit. We'll put in 111. Which proportional? Yeah, 111. Preview. And now we just got to approve these various transactions. I'm going to approve the maximum on all of these to save time. Sorry, I'm just going to do some transactions. You'll notice that this keeps changing over here. So it's approving right now. It's going to approve the next one right after, and I'm going to click on it. Okay, now we're approving MDAI. So we'll do the same thing. Remember, the goal here is not to have a transaction volume. It's just the number of transactions. And it's also like, look at this like a quest. You're completing their quest. So they told you they wanted us to swap and provide liquidity. So now we'll add liquidity. And you see how like it's just like giving me all these errors. You know what that means? There's an issue with the network as usual. Likely anyways. We'll refresh the page and see what happens. Yeah, you see, like this thing is literally the most schizophrenic like protocol. All right, let's try this again. 11111 preview, add liquidity. Yeah, so this thing's having an issue, but if it wasn't having an issue, we just have to click on add liquidity. I'd say come back and hope it's sort of working, because this thing will goes in and out. Like as you saw, I withdrew earlier, so you know it's very simple. You just have to wait for this sort of thing to come back. Maybe we'll try this one just in case. Sometimes this stuff doesn't work perfectly. 0.001 0.001 preview. We'll just try this one too. You know what? Because I never tried the other one before, the stable coins, but this one worked for me. So maybe this one will work. The other one doesn't because it's just like tweaking out. So we're approving Bitcoin use, USDC use, Ethereum use, and it shouldn't approve Metis use because Metis is the gas token. So the way it should work is everything but the gas token should need approval. Just a sort of fail safe. And this is sort of why, like, you know, there are people who talk about how they go to a bad website by accident and it takes their funds. No, you have to actually approve that. So there you go. So this one works. So if one of them doesn't work, try the other one. So this one is the quad pool. We just put like a tiny bit into that. So done. And let's see if it refreshes up here in total deposits. So it's less than 0.01. We had like 40 bucks in before I withdrew. Maybe it'll update, maybe it won't. Who knows? We'll just refresh it one more time. You know, I'm not going to wait. There you go. 195. Perfect. So when you come back here, these should both be white. You're now done 4 of the 5 activities. The last activity I've been having a bit of a struggle with. But before we go into it, let's just go to the top again. Remember, we're 46.59. Let's refresh. We've just done a ton of transactions. 6,140. I started this video like at 3,900, I think. So I've gained 2,200 points, which is more than the 1,000 points I'm going to get for entering the lottery, the 1,000 points here. But to do this, what you do is you hit start now. It'll open up Metis, which is like a lottery thing, and you buy a ticket. So you see here, we're going down here. I've already bought 2 tickets, so I think the general consensus is that you have to wait for the draw to happen for you to have entered the lottery. It's not enough to buy the ticket. That's what I've been told. We'll find out. But if you don't have any tickets, you just find the buy ticket button. In here, you type in the amount, so you can type in 1. In this case, I don't have the money to buy a ticket. Oh no, what am I saying? The thing is down because the cost is 0. So typically, if this thing is working properly, you're able to type in an integer. So 1, 2, 3, whatever. And it will let you like, I'm typing in 1, but nothing's going because the thing is faulty right now. But normally you'd be able to type in 1. Then instead of mint tokens, it would ask you to approve. Then you could click on buy instantly or change the numbers. And you can either randomize or select the number that you want. So maybe this is going to come back. No? Okay. I tried it a bunch of times. It didn't work. So be it. That just, you know, a reflective of the protocol. But that's sort of how you do it, right? You go to buy tickets. You type in an integer, 1, 2, or 3. I recommend 1, approve, and then go to either buy instantly or change the numbers. I randomized the numbers a couple of times, submitted. Then it tells you how many tickets you have. Then you come back here. And once the lottery drawing has happened, this should be white. But my recommendation is go back, use the Metis token you have to swap back and forth on Tasis, on these things. Get these points up. Get these points to 5 figures. Because, hey, you got nothing to lose. Very easy, very fast. And even if you don't get the 1,000 points for the lottery, who cares? You can get 10,000 points for doing other things. So I hope you found this helpful. A little longer than I wanted, but I wanted to be very clear. And this protocol can be kind of annoying, but I hope you found this video very helpful. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.